The next thing we're going to go over is the appointment book. You'll see that we have all of our employees' schedules here on the appointment book. As an example, I would like to add an appointment to the appointment book. To do so, let's say that a customer calls up and wants to book an appointment for Monday the 15th at 10 a.m. You can reference the calendar on the left-hand side. I can go over to the 15th, which is going to be Monday. And as you'll see here, it's switched the date in the event that you wanted to review more than one day on the appointment book. However, you could always select the range of days that you wanted to see. The customer wants to book at 10 a.m. with Amanda. If I double-click on the 10 a.m. slot, it's going to pull up the Find Client screen. From here, we would be able to identify or pull up the client that we're booking for. In this case, if I start typing in John in the field, it's going to pull up any Johns that they have in the system. You can also search by email address, phone number, anything that you might have on their client profile. So now I'm just going to select John here, and then this is going to pull up what's called the ticket screen. So this is the primary focus of the software here. This screen is actually how you book appointments, as well as check customers out. What you'll do is double-click on the ID box here. It's going to pull up a list of my products and services. If I wanted to narrow that down, I could. I could just narrow it down to products or just services. From here, all I need to do is select the service that they're going to be getting. And in this case, they're going to be receiving microneedling. Another service that's typically paired with microneedling is PRP. So in that instance, I might also utilize the PRP service here as well. So in the event that you know the ID of the service as an example, let's say that we knew that PRP was SS13. If I right-click on it and remove that item from here, and then I actually just type in SS13, what it'll do is it'll auto-populate the service because it matches up with the ID. I can go Schedule/Leave Open on the right-hand side. That's going to now book out the appointments for John. Now in the event that John calls up and says, "Hey, I'm running a bit late. Is there any way we can move my appointment to 12 o'clock?" You could just simply drag them over to 12 o'clock. In the event that they were trying to reschedule for tomorrow with Amanda at 12 o'clock instead, you could also drag it across the appointment book to do so. This is a great way of just being able to make a change to an appointment very quickly. So let's just say that we do move the appointment. It's going to give you a pop-up to commit to that change. I'm going to select Yes. I would like to change it from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And now that appointment has been rescheduled for 12 o'clock p.m. Once John shows up for his appointment, right-click on his appointment and select Check Client In. This is now going to change the appointment from blue to red, which is going to be an indication that the client has arrived for their appointment or is ready for their service. Let's say that John has now completed his microneedling and PRP, and now he needs to check out. So to do so, we need to click on John's ticket or his appointment here. It's going to pull up the same screen that we used to book his appointment. And if you utilize our integrated credit card processing, all you would need to do is select Process Credit Card and then follow the prompts that will come after that in order to take his payment. However, if you are not utilizing the integrated credit card processing, you would select the payment type, and then you also hit Tender equals due for the amount that they paid. That's going to change the due amount to the tender amount. And then, if they leave a tip on the card, you can also edit the tip. You can add a tip here too. In this case, perhaps $100. And that's going to be a withheld tip because it's on a credit card. And then that's going to go under Amanda's name, and I clicked on OK. It's going to add it to the due amount. And then if I just need to correct that we're charging $1,900 on the Visa. Now once they have paid, all I need to do is hit Checkout/Close. However, in the event for a service such as this, where they may be coming back into the business in perhaps 4 to 6 weeks for another treatment, I could also go Checkout/Close and rebook. So in the event that this is the case, I click on Checkout, Close, and Rebook. What it's going to do is navigate us over to the rebooking screen. The system would then allow me to rebook our client. So it's going to allow you to rebook for a service that has already been booked previously on that existing ticket. If you needed to add any additional services, you can add those after you've booked the appointment. So if I click Rebook Services, I can then go select any day, or I could jump to 4 weeks from today, or perhaps 6 weeks from today. And now it's jumped out 6 weeks. You can reference Amanda's schedule, and then I can click Rebook, knowing that she's available. And then it's going to open up the ticket screen. If I needed to add any additional services at this given time, I could. However, in this case, I'm just going to schedule/leave open. And then it will book their next appointment out. This is a great way to get your customers to keep coming back to the business. The last thing I want to show you is in the event of a cancellation or a no-show, or maybe this appointment was made by mistake and they actually didn't want to rebook. If I double-click on their appointment, what you see here, in the bottom right-hand corner, is an option to cancel. There is an option for no-show and void. If the appointment was made by mistake, you could void it out. If they actually call in to cancel, you could simply cancel their appointment. Or you could also select no-show. So let's say that John ended up not showing up for his appointment. We could select no-show, and then it's going to ask a reason why. I click on OK. And that's going to make his appointment disappear off of the book. If I ever wanted to reference ticket information for a date or date range, I could. If I click on Tickets up here, and I go search by date, what I can do is jump over to May 24th, and go to Tickets to show all. And you'll see that John's ticket from May 24th was a no-show. So you can always reference all your tickets in the software.